Today, this man makes $13 million a year, which is $1,083,333 a month, all while doing nothing. And that's because over the last 20 years, he's built 13 Google Workplace plugins that have collectively been downloaded over 50 million times. These are shocking numbers, so I spent the last few weeks devouring every piece of content ever made about him. And what I found surprised me. For someone so prolific, his life is not so different than many of us. Why did he nickname his son Google? Of all the cities in the world, why does he live in Agra, a couple miles from the Taj Mahal? And why is he the only software engineer in his entire company? In this video, we'll dive into Amit Agarwal's early life, the beginnings of his blog, and his entire plugin empire, all threaded together by one of the biggest companies in the world, Google. And Google.com is also where this story begins. I randomly came across Amit's article titled, "This YouTube video has N views, how the video title updates itself," in response to Tom Scott's insanely viral video. His guide discussed Google Apps Scripts, a relatively unknown technology that became Amit's secret sauce. It was the first of many links that piqued my curiosity, so I did what any normal person would do. I Googled the man. Amit's life begins no differently than that of most other Indian families. He was born to a business middle-class family in Agra, a small city in the Indian state of Uttar Pradesh. You might know it as the home of the world-famous Taj Mahal. He attends St. Peter's College, an all-boys private school where instead of computers, he's fascinated by mathematics. And when deciding what to pursue for the rest of his life, bases his decision on two factors: passion and impact. He chooses the oldest engineering institution in India, IIT Roorkee, some 200 miles away, and it's his chance to do something bigger than just return home and join the family business. The 23 Indian Institute of Technologies are notoriously difficult to get into, where after acing multiple exams, you also have to have a sufficiently high All India rank amongst your peers to get the subjects of your choice. But Amit has no trouble and declares his major as Computer Science Engineering, one of the most competitive courses. Just as in high school, by the end of his first year, he's consistently at the top of his class. His curiosity and enthusiasm for mathematics and science doesn't end either, and he recalls, "When I got a computer, my interest was not towards coding, but on the software installation side. Today also, I'm pretty much doing the same thing." Fast forward to his senior year of college in 1998, when Amit is interning at the Maruti factory on inventory management. He remembers, "We had shared emails, and with only 2 computers in the library, we had to wait for a long time to get a chance to work on the system or check emails." Amit didn't know it then, but he would one day become the man who disrupted the entire Google suite of products, starting with email. When Amit graduated in 1999 with his bachelor's in computer science, he joins his first and only corporate job at Wilco, an IT company in Somajiguda, Hyderabad's commercial center. Wilco later became ADP. Amit spent the next 5 years as a software engineer on database systems. He managed clients like Goldman Sachs and Merrill Lynch, and then in just 2 years was promoted to manager. He had a career others would kill for, a comfortable life and plenty of growth opportunities, but then he gives it all up and quits. Why? Well, the answer is actually quite simple. Amit just takes a big bet. To be closer to family, Amit abandons the bustling tech scene in Hyderabad and moves back to Agra, 800 miles away. And this is where everything changes for him, in many ways where Amit's real story begins. He has no portfolio because all of his work at ADP is confidential. So to market himself to all the companies around the world, especially in the United States and Europe, he creates a public-facing brand, a website on the World Wide Web. And that's how his blog, Digital Inspiration, is born. In 2004, Amit publishes his first blog post ever, a review on an HP printer he's recently bought. And suddenly the article is getting views. First, it's hundreds of new visitors, and then thousands. As he continues to post anywhere from 3 to 7 times a day, he starts to see engagement. People are returning day after day, commenting their questions and reactions. Though Amit has always hated the word influencer and now even the word blogger,
because of all these commercials involved in it, so I prefer being called a geek or a technical writer, but not a blogger anymore.
That is essentially who he is. Soon, other blogs start taking note, one of the biggest ones being Desi Pundit, a blog aggregator that would share the best snippets of the day from other sources. Imagine Daily Dose of Internet.
Your daily dose of internet.
But but in written form. Desi Pundit has since shut down, but at its prime in 2005 was consistently picking up Amit's stories, giving them new audiences and a sense of legitimacy. And it was working. Digital Inspiration's viewership numbers were skyrocketing.
So how do I know whether the blog was picking up? The primary reason was I could see the engagement on my blog.
A year after launching, Digital Inspiration is finally making money, almost entirely through Google AdSense. Amit no longer has to call advertisers, asking them if they want to pay for some prime real estate on his website. Instead, he embeds a few lines of HTML code, and this is the beginning of a lifelong relationship with Google. He becomes an outspoken supporter of AdSense, tweeting about it, writing how-to articles, and even submitting a video to the story contest.
Hi, this is Amit Agarwal, and I write a technology blog called Digital Inspiration that's monetized using Google AdSense.
He doesn't end up winning, but gets an honorable mention on the official Google blog. In this video published December 2nd, 2007, we can see a blurred out AdSense check, with the exchange rate at the time being 40 rupees to $1, 1,030,290 some rupees means Amit was clearing $25,000 a month, a mere 3 years after starting his blog. His NDTV interview sometime around June of 2008 confirms these numbers.
I think I make a pretty decent income out of vlogging, and if you're looking for some specific numbers, all I can say it's less than 5 figures USD per month. So
Amit is working harder than ever and putting in many more hours than he did at his corporate job. He writes about tech, but loosely, with the titles of articles often being whatever he's interested in at the time. Everything from guides to hacks to even a Google Maps interface where you could pin your location. All this while, the software engineer in Amit is clear to see. Even back in 2008, he offered a mobile version of his blog. After a few years of blogging, Amit realizes the world is changing.
I think blogging is an extremely competitive field.
And it's getting harder and harder to attract viewers, let alone convince them to subscribe to your content. To cement his future, Amit starts making moves. Money moves. At first, he hacks together side projects just for fun, many of which live on Twitter, his favorite social media platform.
I'm a huge fan of these sites as I try to catch up with updates from my Twitter and Facebook friends.
He creates tall tweets, a way for you to write tweets that were more than 140 characters long, before threads ever existed. The program would automatically break your tweets up and add little chapter annotations to preserve chronology. Then he goes viral with Sleeping Time, an application that could guess when famous people went to sleep by analyzing their last 1,000 public tweets. Over the years, he's also created many more Twitter add-ons, including Tweets Forever, Twitter Assistant, and various other Twitter bots. But none of these toy side projects come even close to the next line of plugins Amit will build. They'll change his life in ways he couldn't have even imagined. It all starts with a friend. He recalls, "One of my friends was facing issues with Tatkal booking. I thought of making the required fields autofill to solve his problem. When I released it for the public, travel agents across the country purchased it, and it's used extensively now." Amit starts building for other people just like him. He starts with Mail Merge, a way for you to send the same email but personalized to thousands of different people. Today, there are many third-party apps that can do this, but many people want these capabilities natively in Gmail. And this strategy of leveraging an existing platform would help differentiate Amit from his competitors. Mail Merge, along with every single plugin Amit has ever created, functions on a freemium model. The free tier has restrictions like watermarks and usage limits, but for full access, you can subscribe and pay a yearly amount per user. The rest of the internet starts getting a taste of Amit's success, and on July 1st, 2012, all of Amit's sites get hacked. He posts on Twitter and then goes radio silent. Plenty of people speculate what happened, but no one knows for sure. Eventually, on August 2nd, 2012, Amit tweets again. "Dear hacker, what you did on 7/1 proved to be a blessing in disguise. July was the best ever for Digital Inspiration." And soon after, his sites are back up. The reference tweet is no longer active, but we can only imagine that the extra publicity and news coverage brought many more people to Amit's sites. All this while, Amit is spending $0 in advertising, relying instead on organic word of mouth through his blogs and YouTube channel. And it's working. Each of his products get millions of downloads and paying customers. With the gears in motion, Amit's life falls into a simple routine, much of which he walks us through in his Life in a Day video. It's in this little snapshot of Amit's life we can see him surrounded by his wife and 2 kids, the eldest of which he's nicknamed Google. It's hard to say why that nickname, but if Amit's past is any clue, then it must be his adoration for AdSense, Google custom search engine, and Google Apps scripts. He loves Google, and Google loves him. Microsoft followed suit, naming him the most valuable professional for 5 years in a row. Maybe it's time for Amit to nickname his youngest son Microsoft. Over the years, Amit continues building products used by iconic companies like Airbnb, LinkedIn, Disney, and the US Embassy. While Amit worked on apps for enterprise customers, he didn't forget about social good initiatives. On May 1st, 2021, in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic that had killed over 250,000 people in India, Amit created a program that would alert you by email when there were new vaccine doses available near you. The initiative garnered national news, and he ended up on TV yet again. The craziest part of Amit's story is not even his success. It's the fact that he was a one-man army. Using JavaScript, React, Node, Gatsby, Docker, and the Google Cloud Platform, Amit single-handedly wrote every single line of code, carried out every customer support conversation, and marketed his company all over the internet, all while having time to answer questions on Stack Overflow, the true markings of a programming god. When asked why he's done his entire career solo, Amit says,
if I had grown a team, if I had more people working for it, it would have grown even more. Still, no regrets, I guess.
And that's Amit's story, the man, the myth, the legend. He did what he loved, surrounded by those who loved him. And there's no better way to end this story than in his own words.
In between all the work, few cups of coffee, hush and rush, I still managed to capture few moments, happy memories. Thanks.